What do you think about that? Is that the mushrooms are kind of nice to take you away from those things temporarily? Or have you gotten too deep? Well, you're writing a book about your whole self. So have you thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think like, when you're in a tornado, sometimes the fucking calm is more interesting. It's like, say, like you almost want what you don't have. It's like you need some yin and yang in your life. Like if you just have an abundance of one thing, then it's kind of like like Snickers bars. If you eat Snickers bars are great. But if you eat them for every fucking meal, eventually you're going to want something else. And if all you eat is candy, then, a salad will probably sound good eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if, so I think you need balance. And I'm not like a very balanced person for the most part. I usually just like fucking go all the way in one direction. And then I'll kind of like go in another one. And so, I don't know, you spend your whole life like in control of everything. I think it's nice to just force yourself not to. And I think if you spend, a lot of your life focused on pussy, it's good to just not care about it for a little while. And I think, I don't really have sex on mushrooms that much. So, I have in the beginning and then at the end, but like when I'm shrooming, I couldn't even have sex. I tried to one time. I guess I could, but it was not great. The faces melt. It's just, anyway, so
the face is turning into something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's like a 2 hour or 3 hour window where it's like, I know I'm not going to have sex, which is like,
rare.
I don't have that. So it's like, okay, like I could just completely forget about that. And focus on having fun with my friends or focus on free diet. It's just like removes something that's constantly taking up space in my fucking brain, which is nice, Yeah.
Are you a sex addict?
Yeah, I beat it, but then I backslide. I've been backsliding lately.
But it's something you're like, okay, I've got a problem, or there's something in my brain that keeps me doing this, or that's just you.
Well, I think it's a combination of things with me. I think I'm definitely like a sex addict that I beat it. I'm capable of monogamy. I've done it. I can abstain, and I did the same thing with weed. Currently I'm actually back on a lot of my vices right now. Backslid pretty hard. They kind of all go together, It's like when you're hanging out with a bunch of chicks, you don't want to be sober, and if you're fucking a bunch of times, then it's like kind of nice to be high because it's like, I don't know, man. And then if you're going out partying, like you don't want to be around drunk people sober, and it just kind of all goes together, man. It's like sometimes I'll have like sobriety and I'll just be hanging out with one chick and I'll be hanging out with my buddies. And that's when I'm really fucking happy, is when I'm, doing shit like we're mountain biking or we're fucking going to the lake or we're snowmobiling or we're surfing, whatever the fuck it is, but you're doing like fun, cool guy shit. And then at night you got your girl, you want to have sex, you can have sex, whatever, but it's not like a focal point.
Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.
When you got a shitload of girls running around the fucking house naked all the time, whatever, and it's like, you're fucking this one, and then it's like so the girl dynamics of like, you're trying to bang each one every day so they're happy, and it's like this whole crazy thing that just like almost consumes you. And it's fun, like, it's definitely fun. I mean, like, hooking up with new chicks is fun. It's, it's fun to hook up with a different chick. I could actually have, just like a few chicks here, and if I hook up with each of them separate, like if it's one and then the other and then the other, you can go that cycle for a while and you don't get tired of it. It's when you have sex with the same chick over and over and over again, unless you're like really into her, that it becomes monotonous. And so I don't know, man.
But 5 is enough to keep it not monotonous.
Yeah. I mean, and then also when you go out with girls, it's easier to pick up more girls. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we'd go out, with like, I don't know, 5 girls, 6 girls, and would end up coming back to the house like 20 girls or something. And so I don't know. I've found it's either just better to be kind of like with a main chick, or a girlfriend or whatever. And you can do your shit, here or there. I'm much happier when I do that than when I'm just like fully single. But if you're going to be single, you got to be like fully single. You can't kind of be dating a few chicks. Like the more you're dating, the less you care, and the less you care, the better they treat you, and the more abundance you get, and the more interesting it is. And like when you don't give a shit, then it doesn't stress you out. When you're dating a ton of chicks, if one drops off or one's like gets tired of it, like you don't give a fuck. Right. And because you don't care, then she comes back, and it's this whole thing. Like so many things in life, man, snowball. And being single is one of them. Like when you're really single and you're dating a bunch of girls and you have a ton of options, you don't put up with any shit, you don't care, and because of that, they treat you better, and it's a whole fucking thing. But when you're dating less girls, then they become attached sooner, and it's counterproductive, and it's weird. Like you treat them better, you spend more time with them, and then now all of a sudden they're not cool with you hooking up with any other girls, but they're not really like good enough to be like a monogamous girl. They're cool enough to be in the rotation, but like, for me to be monogamous or even like have a main chick, like I gotta mentally click with her. We have to enjoy doing the same shit. She has to be cool. She can't be too slutty. Like there's all these fucking things, right? Because, if I'm giving up all this, it's gotta be, gotta be everything I want, so.
But you did that for 2 years.
What's that? The monogamy?
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend, and, when I was writing that book, I spent a few months on a yacht, and I was traveling Europe, and I was hanging with one girl, and we were doing couples vacations, and I had a great time. It was nice. It was a nice break, and it was just like a total break from all my vices.